offerer and proposer. Am I right? True, isn't it? Because I told you all under the Contract Act of Malaysia 1950, which was revised in 1974, we do not use the word offerer and offeree and the word offer, but we use the word proposer, proposee, and proposer. Am I right? Okay. Now go back to section 2. Yeah, section 2, subsection B. For a valid acceptance, for acceptance to take place, for a valid acceptance to take place, the offeree or the proposee, the offeree or the proposee need to fulfill three requirements. Need to fulfill three requirements for a valid acceptance to take place. Meaning to say that the offeree must fulfill all these three requirements. The offeree must fulfill all these three requirements. Only then it becomes a valid acceptance. Only then it becomes a valid acceptance. If one of these three requirements is missing or absent, then the offeree has not made a valid acceptance. Okay, we'll go through one by one what is the three requirements here. The first requirement is acceptance must be unqualified. Very, very important. Acceptance must be unqualified. Unqualified. Acceptance must be unqualified. Okay. What you mean by acceptance must be unqualified? What do you mean by acceptance must be unqualified? What do you mean by that? Yeah. When the offerer is making an offer, the offeree should not do any changes or any amendments to the terms of the offer made by the offerer. Meaning, the offeree should not do any changes to the offer made by the offerer. The terms. If the offeree does some changes and then accepting the offer, then it becomes a counter offer. It is not a valid acceptance, it becomes a counter offer, or in law we call that as qualified. Qualified means changes or amendments has been done to the by the offerer. Sorry, changes are done by the offeree when the offer has made. Okay, example, I'll give an example. Yeah, let's say the offerer is making an offer. I'm making an offer to sell my car for 10,000 ringgit. So that is the term which the offerer is making. Am I right? But the offeree is replying, I am accepting your offer for 9,500 ringgit. I am accepting your offer for 9,500 ringgit. Is it a valid acceptance? No. Why? Because the offeree already has made changes to the original offer made by the offerer. Am I right? So it is not a valid acceptance, but it becomes a counter offer. Remember, I did everybody what's a counter offer based on the case of high versus red. Am I right? A counter offer kills off the original offer. Am I right? So here it becomes a counter offer. The moment the offeree does any changes, it becomes qualified. Qualified means the offeree has already done some changes to the original offer. So for a valid acceptance to take place, it must be unqualified. Unqualified means no changes have been taken place. See, amendments and negotiation is different. You can negotiate, but you cannot do changes and then accept it. You can't do that. It becomes a counter offer. Or it becomes qualified. Qualified means changes have already been done. Of course, the offerer would not accept the changes. Am I right? You can negotiate, but you cannot accept. You can negotiate and then you can come to a compromise between the offerer and the offeree. But you cannot amend it or do changes and then accept it. It is not a valid acceptance. Okay, any question on this? Anyone still not clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Semua clear, semua. All the 15 participants, or 14. All clear. Yeah. Okay. So that is the first requirement. The first requirement is the offeree or the proposee should not do any changes to the original offer. The moment the offeree does any changes, it becomes qualified or it becomes a counter offer, and it is not a valid acceptance. Clear? Okay. The second requirement, acceptance, very important for you. Acceptance must be done. Acceptance must be done only by the offeree. Acceptance must be done only by the offeree or anyone appointed as an agent or a representative for the offeree. Example, yeah. A is making an offer to B. A is making an offer to B. A is the offerer and B is the offeree, right? So B is supposed to do the acceptance, am I right? But B is not doing the acceptance. C, let's say C is telling to A, B has accepted the offer. Is it a valid acceptance? Is it a valid acceptance? I repeat the question, yeah. A is the offerer. A has made an offer to sell his car to B for 10,000 ringgit. A is the offerer and B is the offeree. But the offeree did not communicate his intention of acceptance towards A. But here, C, another party, is telling to A, B has accepted the offer. Is it a valid acceptance?
No,
Why?
because he did not get permission from the B also, whether he really does accept.
Because the offer was made to B and not to C. Am I right? As far as this is concerned, C is the privity to protect. Privity. P-R-I-V-I-T-Y. Privity means a third party. Because A did not make an offer to C, but A is making an offer to B. So that the acceptance must be done by the offeree or the proposee. So C's acceptance is not a valid acceptance because C is not a party to the offer. C can become a party unless and until B has appointed C to act as an agent or a representative on behalf of B. Then C's acceptance will become valid. Are you clear?
Yeah. Sorry, teacher, because just now when you say number two acceptance must be done by the offeree or anyone appointed, then what is the
anyone appointed by B to act as a representative or an agent on behalf of B. Can be his agent, can be his representative, can be his lawyer or anyone. So that means, yeah, B has given the authority to C to act on behalf of B to do a valid communication towards A. Then that communication would become valid. Clear? Is it clear now?
Yes.
If you have any doubt, please ask me. I'll make it clear. Very important. Anyone? Clear?
No, can you repeat just slower?
Okay, I'll repeat again. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to go here. Yeah. A is the offerer. B is the offering. Correct? A. A has made an offer to sell his car to B for 10,000 ringgit. So that means A is the offerer and B is the offering, right? Because A has already identified the offering and made a valid offer towards B. So here, B must do a valid communication. Am I right? To say that yes, he has accepted A's offer. But B did not communicate with A. But C, an independent third party, is telling A, B has accepted the offer. Is it a valid acceptance? Of course, no, because as far as A is concerned, A has only made an offer to B, and B must do the valid acceptance. Because A did not make an offer to C, but he is making an offer to B. So B is the party to the offer. So B must do a valid acceptance. C can become valid. You know what situation? B has appointed C as his agent or his representative or his lawyer to act on behalf of B to communicate with A. So that means B has given authority to C to act on behalf of B in dealing with A. Then that C will become an authorized person to do the valid communication, because here B has appointed him to act on behalf of B in dealing with A. Clear now?
Yeah.
Clear. Clear, yeah? Clear, yeah? Okay. Any question? Any question, please? Okay, clear. The second requirement is very clear, yeah? The third requirement. The third requirement is acceptance must be communicated. Acceptance must be communicated by the offeree towards the offerer. The method or the mode of communication of acceptance can be anything. Can be by fax, can be by letter, can be by email, it can be any mode. But end of the day, there must be a valid acceptance communicated by the offeree towards the offerer. Silence does not constitute acceptance. Very, very important. Yeah. Silence does not constitute or indicate acceptance. For a valid acceptance to take place, it must be physically communicated. It can be any mode, but at the end of the day, the offeree must communicate his intention of making a valid acceptance towards the offerer. Silence does not indicate acceptance. Silence does not indicate acceptance. Okay, you know what? There's one issue in one case here. The name of the case is a very old case here. The name of the case is Feldhaus. Feldhouse. Feldhaus versus Bintley. Bintley. Feldhaus versus Bintley. This is an authoritative case, leading case here on silence. Acceptance must be communicated. Silence does not indicate acceptance. What happened in this case here? This is a case between an uncle and a nephew. This is a case between an uncle and a nephew. Okay. The nephew had a lot of horses. The nephew had a lot of horses. Had a lot of horses. The nephew. And the uncle was interested. The uncle was interested in purchasing one particular horse from the nephew. So the uncle is interested to buy one particular horse from the nephew, because the nephew had a lot of horses, but uncle is only interested in one particular horse. So what he told to the nephew, if it is the exact word he used to the nephew, if I did not If I did not hear from you, I regard that particular horse is mine. So that means the uncle has the intention of buying that horse. So he told the nephew, if I did not hear from you, I consider that particular horse is mine. But the nephew did not say yes or no. He just remained silent. He just said, yes, I'm going to sell it to you. Either by knocking his head or telling him, yes, I accepted your offer, or in writing anything, but he remained silent. He never said yes or no, he just remained silent. But the nephew knew the uncle is interested in that particular horse. He knew, but he didn't say yes or no, but he remained silent. But in between what happened, one of the workers, one of the workers of the nephew, one of the workers of the nephew sold the horse to a third party, that particular horse to a third party. So the uncle brought a legal action against the nephew, stating that that horse is his and they have sold it to a third party, they have breached the contract or breached the agreement. There was argument, they ended up in the court. And when this case went to the court here, the judge said there is no contract between the parties here, between the uncle and the nephew, because the nephew did not indicate that he has accepted the offer made by the uncle. He never said yes or no. He just remained silent. So therefore, in law, remaining silence does not indicate acceptance. It must be communicated. It must be communicated. By remaining silent, it does not indicate acceptance. It does not indicate acceptance. Clear? Hello? You see, this we are talking about strictly in law, in commercial agreements. It must be communicated. Remaining silent does not indicate. Yeah. Let's say A. I give you in social life. Yeah. I give you in social life. Let's say a male, and B is a female. A is a male and B is a female. A is approaching B and telling B, I love you. But B did not say yes or no, but just smiling. Based on the facial expression in social life, one could come to a conclusion that B has accepted the love made or offered by A towards B. That is in social life, because sometimes your body language and that could indicate a valid acceptance. But B would have given a slap to A, then you know it's a rejection. But here, just smiling, then maybe that's an indication of acceptance. Am I right? In social life. But commercial, there's no such thing as that. It must be communicated. Clear? Any question, please? Any question, please?
No.
The nephew, the uncle asked nephew for what? Give the horse or sell the horse?
To you see, the uncle pointed at one particular horse. He pointed at one particular horse owned by the nephew. He told to the nephew, if I did not hear from you, I consider that horse is mine. I wanted to buy that horse. But the nephew did not say yes or no, that whether he's going to sell or not, but he remained silent. But he knows the uncle is interested in that particular horse. He knew the uncle wanted to buy that particular horse, but he never say yes or no. That I'm going to sell it to you. Okay, carry on or anything like that. But in between, what happened? One of the workers of the nephew sold that particular horse to a third party. Now the uncle brought a legal action against the nephew, stating that, hey, that horse is mine. You have already breached my contract, my agreement. So I'm going to sue you for damages. Argument ended up in the court. And when this case went to court, the judge said there is no valid binding acceptance here, because the nephew did not say yes or no. He just remained silent. Silence does not constitute acceptance. So the principle or the law laid down in the case of Feltos and Bentley is acceptance must be communicated. Silence does not constitute or indicate acceptance. Kapan? Clear or not clear? Acceptance comes section 4, subsection 1 and section 4, subsection 2 and section 7 of Contract Act 1950. Okay, the requirements all comes under requirement for acceptance comes under section 2, subsection B of Contract Act 1950. But communication of acceptance and all the things comes under section 4. The main section under section 4 is subsection 1 and subsection 2 of Contract Act 1950. Clear?
Yes.
Hello? Good. So that means, so you all are clear for a valid binding agreement. For a valid binding agreement to take place between the offerer and offeree, there must be a valid acceptance. If there is no valid acceptance, obviously there is no valid binding agreement. So again, I'm repeating again, yeah, it is not necessary only the offeree must do a valid acceptance. Not necessary only the offeree must do a valid acceptance. It can be other than the offeree also can do a valid acceptance, provided the offeree has appointed a third party to act as an agent or a representative to act on behalf of the offeree in dealing with the offerer. An agent or a representative can be even a lawyer or anyone for the matter. So it is not necessary that the acceptance must done only by the offeree. It can be by anybody, provided the offeree has appointed the third party to act on behalf of the offeree. If you didn't appoint anyone, then the acceptance must be done only by the offeree. Any question, please? Any question, please? If you have any question, please ask. Yeah, don't feel shy not to ask any question. Yeah, please don't feel shy to ask any question. Yes. Hello. You all are very good students. No question.
I don't know what
Only good
question.
students. Only good students won't ask any question. Only the weak students will be asking 101 question. Is it true to say that? Is it a true statement or false statement?
False
Hmm?
statement.
False statement. Don't feel shy. Don't feel shy. Salah tapa. You can, if you anything not clear, you just ask and clear your doubts. Don't carry, continue with having some doubts. That is my always my concern to students. If you don't know anything, please ask. Don't feel shy. You are on the receipt. Because I cannot study what is in your mind, am I right? Betul kan? Because I'm not Nostradamus, yeah, to study what is you are thinking. Okay, any question?
No.
Tak ada. Ada question atau tak ada question? Betul tak ada?
Tak ada.
Okay, just 1 minute. Let me have some drinks here. 1 minute. Okay. Okay, any question? Okay, another thing, yeah. Going back, yeah. I did mention acceptance must be only done by the parties to whom the offer was made. The third parties cannot unless and until that person has appointed. Am I right? Okay, clear on that, yeah. Okay, now these are the rules you need to know as far as acceptance is concerned. But under acceptance, you have also another subheading, yeah, called postal rule. Called postal rule. POSTAL. Postal rule. RULE. Postal rule. In Malaysia, we call it postal rule. In England also we call it postal rule, but in America and most of the European Union countries we call it mailbox rule. Mailbox rule. We call it mailbox rule. Okay. Now, very important. Yeah, you need to know one very important thing here in your postal rule. Yeah, because the postal rule applies only for acceptance. Listen again. Yeah, the postal rule only applies for acceptance. Okay. Now, I'll give you a scenario and then I will explain what is postal rule here. Listen, yeah. I'll give you a scenario. Based on that scenario, I will explain what is postal rule. Okay. Now, let's say, yeah, listen carefully, yeah. A is the offerer and B is the offeree. A is the offerer and B is the offeree. Okay. On the 1st of September, listen carefully, yeah. On the 1st of September 2020, on the 1st of September 2020, A has posted a valid letter of offer. A has posted a valid letter of offer to B to sell. So I use simple example car, yeah, to make an offer to sell his car to B for 50,000 ringgit. So that means, yeah, on the 1st of September, A has posted a letter of offer to sell his car to B for 50,000 ringgit. Okay, to sell his car to uh, B for 50,000 ringgit. Okay, now he posted it on the 1st of September. On the 4th of September, on the 4th of September, B received A's letter of offer. Meaning, on the 4th of September, B came to know that A is making an offer to sell his car to B for 50,000 ringgit. Let's say B has already seen the car previously. Let's say B has already seen the car previously. So that means he has the knowledge that A is making an offer to sell his car to B for 50,000 ringgit on the 4th. Okay. Now, for a couple of days, listen carefully here. For a couple of days, B were contemplating. B were contemplating whether to accept or not to accept, because A did not indicate for how long the offer should last. He did not indicate for how long the offer should last. Okay, but for 1 week he was contemplating. For 1 week he was contemplating whether to accept or not accept. Let's say on the 15th. Let's say on the 15th of September. On the 15th of September, B decided. On the 15th of September, B decided to accept the offer made by A on the 4th. Okay, on the 15th of September, B decided to accept the offer made by A, unqualified. Unqualified means without doing any changes to the original offer, right? That's what in law we call it unqualified, right? Okay. He posted, he posted the letter of acceptance on the 15th in the morning. Let's say at 9 a.m. he had posted the letter of acceptance. Let's say a registered post here on the 15th. Okay. So what happened? He posted it on the 15th. It's accepted. On the 16th, yeah, on the 16th of September, uh, A was thinking, how come there's no reply from B? So on the 16th of September, A has sold the car to C for 50,000 ringgit. Since there's no reply from B up to the 15th of up to 16th of September. So A sold the car to C on the 16th of September. Okay, he has already completed a deal to sell the car to C. Okay. On the 18th of September, on the 18th of September, A is receiving the letter of acceptance made by B on the 15th. B posted the letter of acceptance on the 15th, am I right? A is receiving it on the 18th. And then he's seeing the letter of acceptance. But he already sold the car to C on the 16th of September, right? But when he reads the letter, the car has already been sold to C. Okay, now one question for you all. Is there a valid contract between A and B? Can B sue A for not selling it to B but selling it to C? Can anyone help me now? Anyone? Please think carefully. So you all got the scenario? You all got the picture?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, is there a valid contract between A and B? Can B sue A for not selling it to B but selling it to C?
In my opinion, it's a valid contract lah.
It's a
So
valid.
it's a
Why?
valid
Okay. So can you justify for saying a valid contract? Can you justify? Why are
because
you saying that's a valid contract? Why?
he send the letter to a specific people,
Hmm.
say that he wants sell the car 50,000 to the
Hmm.
B.
Okay.
So
But okay, B posted the letter of acceptance on the 15th of September, am I right?
yeah,
Without doing any changes to the original offer, that is unqualified, am I right? So that means B has complied to whatever terms made by the offerer on the 1st of September, am I right? But okay, but that letter is received by A on the 18th of September. But already on the 16th, he has already sold the car to C, am I right? So when he received the letter, the car is no longer with A. He has already sold it to C on the 16th. Am I right? He only came to know that B has accepted on the 18th. Am I right? Betul kan?
betul.
Okay, so tell me now.
But my concern is in his letter, he also didn't mention that how long that this offer will be valid.
Okay, he did not indicate a time frame in his offer at this offer will last for 21 days or whatever. Am I right? He remained silent. Am I right? Okay, okay. So you are saying that's a contract. So are you trying to say that B could sue A for not selling it to B but selling it to C?
Yes, in
Okay,
my
and in your opinion, yeah, in your opinion. Okay, any others can help me? Any others has any other different opinion can justify? Hello, Timmy, are you on the line?
Yeah.
Hello, Timmy.
Yes.
Yes. Ah, yes,
Justify
Timmy.
what idea?
No. Is there a contract between A and B? Can B sue A? Is there a contract first of all? If there's a contract, can B sue A? Or you are saying there's no contract? A has the right to sell it to anyone since he did not receive any letter from B. He only came to know that B has accepted on the 18th, but then he already sold to C. If you would have, after that, you would have sold to C, then maybe a legal action could have been brought. What do you think?
Maybe it's not a valid acceptance.
Okay, that's not a valid acceptance. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's your opinion. What about Cassandra?
Yeah. Um.
Hmm? Yes. Yes or no, Cassandra? Is there a contract between A and B? Hmm?
Um.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yes or no? Just tell me yes or no.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, if you say yes, can you give me a reason for saying yes? If you say no, you must give me a reason. If you say yes, also you must give me a reason. In law, yeah, everything need to be substantiated with evidences. Okay, tell me. Okay, you say there is a contract, right? Okay, why can you justify for saying that there's a contract? What's your reason for saying there's a contract between A and B?
Because A A posted the letter to B. So
Okay, A posted the letter of offer to B on the 1st of September and
yeah,
B received it on the 4th of September. Am I right? Betul
yeah,
kan? Okay, so that means B came to know that A is selling the car for 50,000 ringgit. So on the 15th of September, B is replying, I'm accepting your offer without doing any changes to the original offer. That means unqualified, am I right? Because B did not do any changes or any amendments to the offer made by A, am I right? He
yeah,
posted it on the 15th, but A received it on the 18th. But A already sold the car to C on the 16th, am I right?
yeah. But I
Ah,
don't understand how it works because there's no duration, so I don't know whether to say yes or no.
okay, right, okay. What about you, Shelly? Come and give your opinion, right or wrong, then I'll give you all an answer, don't worry. Shelly?
Uh, me?
Ah,
Okay. From my opinion, I think if there's no there's no a given period of time, so
okay.
I think the offer between A and C is not valid since B already accept the offer the car to the C.
Okay,
So I
but
think B
but
can
A, okay, so you are saying there's a contract between A and B.
yeah.
Okay, but then again, A only came to know that B has accepted it only on the 18th. A only came to know B has accepted it on the 18th. But on the 16th, when he sold the car to C, A was not aware that B has accepted. Only on the 18th, he came to know that B has accepted. But on the 18th, he has already sold to C already now. Betul kan?
Yeah, it's betul. But
Ah,
16th of September,
ah,
the A actually have do the action to posted the letter to the B.
hmm,
Yeah, I understand
hmm,
that your question is the
hmm,
A can be innocent, don't know actually B has already
hmm.
accept the
So A is an innocent party when he sold the car to C on the 16th. Am I right?
yeah.
Okay,
But
but
since
what's the
B
but there?
the offer, B
Uh,
have already acceptance and posted the letter, so he had do the action.
but A only came to know on the 18th. A did not know that this idiot has posted it on the 15th. He only came to know on the 18th. Am I right?
Rules is the postal rules only apply for acceptance.
Ah, correct. Listen, Jenny, you're 100% right. Because the law says here, based on the postal rule, the leading case is the case of Adam versus Linsell. Adam versus Linsell. Lindsell. So the principle laid down in this case, Adam and Linsell, is a valid acceptance. A valid acceptance takes place on the day of posting and not on the day of receiving. So that means a contract already concluded between A and B on the 15th when B has posted the letter of acceptance. So that means the contract already concluded between A and B on the 15th. The moment B has posted a valid letter of acceptance, a contract already concluded. When A sold the car to C on the 16th, he has already breached the contract, which is already in existence on the 15th.
Michelle, can you say again about the case? What's the name?
Okay, the name of the case is Adam, Adam,
Mhm.
Adam versus Linsell, Lindsell. So the principle laid down in this case, Adam and Linsell, is a valid acceptance takes place on the day of posting and not on the day of receiving. That was the law laid down in this case. A valid acceptance takes place on the day of posting and not on the day of receiving. So the date of posting of acceptance is on the 15th, am I right? The day of receiving it on the 18th. But a contract is concluded on the day of posting and not on the day of receiving. Clear?
Yeah, I'm clear. I want to
But
ask extra
uh,
things here.
sure.
Because this is the oldest case ma, they are always posted a letter. How about in the right now our like we are using the WhatsApp.
Okay, electronic method of communication, electronic method of communication and all the things, Now the current situation is we follow the Digital Signature Act 1997, all electronic, that maybe I will do a separate class once I finish the syllabus. I wanted to give you some information on electronic method of communication. But before that, I'll I'll touch a bit on this also, Now, this postal rule, only applies for letters which are posted, but it doesn't apply for electronic method of communication. It doesn't apply for email. It doesn't apply for fax. The postal rule only applies for posting through letter. But of course, isn't it? But is it fair to the offerer? Of course, it's very unfair to the offerer. Am I right? The postal rule is very unfair to the offerer. Am I right? Because he was not aware that this idiot has accepted it on the 15th. He only came to know on the 18th, but he has already sold it to a third party on the 16th. Am I right? Very unfair to the offerer, right? Okay, so the question here is, if you are the offerer, never ever make an offer through postal. If you are the offerer, if you are offering, advantage for you. If you are offering, it's an advantage for you, but it doesn't apply for the offerer. So it's this postal rule definitely is unfair to the offerer. You agree with me, Janice?
Yes.
Definitely, am I right? It's very unfair, and because he was not aware when he sold the car to C on the 16th. He was not aware. He was not aware. He only came to know on the 18th, but he has already sold already. Very unfair to penalize him and making him to pay damages, am I right, for a breach which has taken place, which he's not aware at all. Betul kan?
Mm.
Hmm. So, so what I'm trying to say, if you think, this postal rule is very unfair, if you think this postal rule is very unfair, that you have to accept it. But if you're the offerer, don't ever make an offer through letter, through communication. Never, never ever, never ever. Dapat?
So what
Ah,
happens to the letter?
what's
Like,
that?
what happens to the letter of offer? Like, do you just ignore it,
No,
or
now
is it?
in this situation, as long as the offeree has a certificate of posting on the 16th morning, am I right? He posted his letter of acceptance on the 16th of morning, right? Betul kan? So that means, a contract already concluded as long as he could show proof that he has posted it on the 16th morning. So a contract already concluded, then B has the right to sue A for damages. So as long as we have the certificate of posting, as long as we have the certificate of posting, you get it? Dapat?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So, okay. But all electronic, bear this in mind, all electronic method of communication, all electronic method of communication that I'm referring when I say electronic, still comes under the Contract Act, electronic, I'm referring to email and fax. Email and fax. We call this as a instant mode of communication. We call this as instant mode of communication. Okay. All instant mode of communication, acceptance takes place of receiving and not place of sending. Very important. All electronic method of communication, that is email and fax, acceptance takes place of receiving and not place of sending. So that means, let's say I'm faxing a letter from from Kuala Lumpur to Singapore. So I'm sending the fax or I'm sending the email from Kuala Lumpur, right? Singapore is the receiving party, am I right? Whether fax or email, am I right? So acceptance takes place of receiving and not place of sending. This law was established in one landmark case called Antorus versus Mile Far East Corporation. This is the leading case. Antorus, Entores, Antorus versus Mile Far East Corporation. Mile Far East Corporation. Can check that in the notes also here. Alright, clear? So that means here this postal rule here only applies for valid acceptance through postal service only. That's why we call it a rule, not a law. We call it a rule.
So this is regarded the person when he got see the email or not, is it?
Yes, the moment one party has received it then the moment he has received it then acceptance takes place of receiving and not place of sending. Even fax,
the
even
person
fax,
see the
even fax, the same thing. Place of receiving, not place of sending. So that means the law laid down in Antorus versus Mile Far East Corporation is all electronic method of communication. All electronic method of communication, acceptance takes place of receiving and not place of sending. So postal rule, place of sending, am I right? Betul kan? Because whereas electronic method, place of receiving, not place of sending. Okay, another thing I need to stress here. I did mention a couple of times the postal rule only applies for acceptance, am I right? And also here, very, very important here, the postal rule does not apply for revocation. Very, very important. The postal rule does not apply for revocation. What is revocation? Yong Wen Bin. Yong Wen Bin. What is revocation?
Means cancel the offer.
Okay. Revocation is done by who?
Done by the
Revocation
offerer.
offerer. Because Section 5 of Contract Act 1950 says the offerer has the right to revoke his offer any time before acceptance has taken place. Am I right? Betul kan? You remember I did mention Section 5 of the Contract Act says the offerer has the right to revoke his offer any time before acceptance has taken place. The moment acceptance taken place, there is no room for revocation. Am I right? Betul kan? True, isn't that? Okay, let's say the offerer is posting the letter of revocation. Let's say the offerer is posting the letter of revocation on the 1st of September. Example, the offerer has made an offer on the 25th of August. He has made an offer on the 25th of August. But a few days later, he decided he has made a very bad offer. So he wanted to revoke his offer. So he posted the letter of revocation on the 1st of September. And the offeree is receiving it on the 5th of September. So the revocation is only effective on the 5th of September and not on the day of posting. So the postal rule does not apply for revocation. It only applies for acceptance. Dapat? Hello?
Yeah.
Anyone not clear? All clear? Jack Snow. Jack Snow. Who's that Jack Snow, yeah? Hello, Jack Snow.
It's me, sir, Joshua.
Jack Snow. Are you
Yeah, it's
snowing
my
already?
this is my don't know why this account. It's my phone account.
Hey, who's this here? Jack Snow, yeah?
It's me, Joshua.
What's your name again?
Joshua, sir. Joshua Lenny.
Why your name is Jack Snow here?
Can you hear me? I don't know why is it. I don't know why is it like that. It cannot change.
You
I'm
cannot,
using
you
my.
cannot change it. Cannot change it, is it?
Yeah, I cannot change. I must make a new account.
Oh, you have to do a new account.
Yeah, this is like my phone gaming on.
Because when I see the word snow here, I feel so upsetting, because every year I used to go down to UK during November, December for holidays, to enjoy the snow there. But unfortunately, because of COVID, we couldn't go now, Very sad.
Sorry for reminding you of that, sir.
Huh?
Sorry for reminding you of
What to do?
such painful times.
Go Genting Highland.
Hello, my hometown is Cameron Highland. My hometown, I always go to my hometown. My hometown is Cameron Highland. Genting is not that cold compared to Cameron. Still Cameron, I think, better place. Okay, so are you all clear on acceptance now?
Yes,
Sir,
very clear.
Okay, any question, please? Okay.
yes, can you reply the last cases that the Entros versus the
Okay.
Mind or
Entaurus.
something?
Okay, Entaurus.
How to spell?
Entores.
Okay.
Entores. Entaurus versus mile, 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 far, far, east, east corporation. Entaurus versus mile, far, east corporation.
Okay, thank you.
Or another case, maybe another case, yeah. The name of the case you just put as Brickybon. Brickybon. Brikon. Brickybon. But Entaurus case is more than enough here. Don't worry. Okay. Any question?
Teacher, but can
Ah.
you explain more about these cases? Is what happened?
Okay. Refer to the notes. You can, even if you Google, you can get the facts of the case.
Not so
Even,
important only.
even if you, especially this English case, Entaurus versus Mal Files Corporation, yeah. Even if you Google,